What's going on, guys? Boy Joe Shake 72 coming to you guys with a video right now. I've been kind of I want to talk about two guys on this team, okay? Crevon LeBlanc and Avonte Maddox. Unfortunately, this year our corner position has been completely depleted, as well as safety. Between Jalen Mills with that foot injury, not being able to stay on the field this year, Ronald Darby with a torn ACL, plus Roddy McLeod with a torn ACL as well. Sidney Jones just not staying healthy at all. I want to go over two players that I've really enjoyed watching. And in the beginning, it was real hectic because, number one, we didn't know where these guys were going to fit in. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to start out with the first guy, and Avonte Maddox. Guy has been a complete baller. He's been doing what he could. He's been sniffing close to the ball. I don't know how many times. The guy just has an urge. The guy just has a sense of he's always there. And I think that speed that he has really helps him out. Just amazing. Started at safety this year. Once our corners started to get hurt, and once guys started leaving, and once guys got put on IR, Avonte Maddox started at safety. And didn't really play that bad at all. In the beginning, it was a little rough because, number one, never played safety. In college, I think he was an outside corner. But then later on, when the secondary was getting more hurt, he's been playing nickel. He's been playing outside corner. And the good thing about this, guys, is that he's so diverse now that he can play multiple positions. So he doesn't necessarily need to play safety next year. He could stay at the cornerback position, but honestly, as an outside corner, he's done absolutely amazing. He's actually done pretty damn good. I understand you're going to say, well, Julio Jones, not Julio Jones, even DeAndre Hopkins last week caught some good passes here and there, but, it's DeAndre Hopkins. I understand that. I'm not looking to see if Avonte Maddox is going to be a shutdown corner because he is not. What I'm looking for is, can he mirror the wide receiver? Can he stay at the hip pocket of the receiver no matter where he goes? And I think that he can do that. And this is his first year. And I think, like last year when Darren Sproles got hurt, I think it was a blessing in disguise that Darren Sproles got hurt because we got to see what Corey Clement could do. Because honestly, Doug Peterson used Darren Sproles way too much, threw a suicide dump-off pass, gets hurt, gets clocked, breaks his wrist, breaks his forearm, breaks his, tears his ACL. So now we're kind of got another blessing in disguise with these cornerbacks. And Avonte Maddox has shown he's very hungry to progress as a player. He doesn't put his head down. Sure, he gives up some plays, but he's not giving up the biggest plays this year. Now, if it's early in the year, I definitely get it just because the guy's a rookie, number one. Number two, he was put in a situation where he wasn't comfortable, and that was just the way it is. But now he looks pretty damn impressive, and this is very good for next year. So I'm happy to see what he can do. I'm glad he'll have a whole nother offseason to look forward to, and to see him get stronger, see him get faster, see him get better. So I'm happy to see Avonte Maddox out there. Our fourth-round pick out of Pittsburgh pretty much worked out pretty well for us right now. So that's good to say that that's a nice depth guy. But honestly, guys, I think this guy could start next year, okay? Depending what we do in the draft, and I will get to that in the off-season videos after this week. So stay tuned for these fucking off-season videos because I am going to go nuts over guys in this draft. Looked over a lot of guys. So stay tuned for that. Another guy I want to look out for is another cornerback that we picked up a few weeks ago off the Lions practice squad. I think he was with the Bears before the Lions. I know he played nickel corner with the Bears, and I don't know what he did with the Lions, so I honestly don't know. Crevon LeBlanc. Don't know too much background about him, but he looks like an Avonte Maddox, thin dude, 185 pounds, 5'10", small guy. But at the nickel spot, he's actually played pretty damn well. And from what Jim Schwartz says, which I could believe, nickel is a very hard position. Not even just that, but you need to have like the speed, the agility, the turnaround with your body. You have to be so, you have to have a really big IQ, really high IQ, and be just fast and no hesitation at the position. You're facing tight ends, okay? You're facing big tight ends. You're facing, you know, slot receivers with a lot of quickness. And progressively, has he had the best games of his career? Probably, because this is the most playing time he's probably ever got in his career. But early in the year, he didn't really do too much. New to the system, got to a new team, new system. I didn't expect much from him. That's why I said he's probably not going to do shit right now. But as the season went on, he missed a few tackles this year. Missed some tackles in the backfield against the Rams. He came in, and his form tackling is not too bad. He comes up very quick going after the legs of a running back, a receiver. Doesn't matter what it is. But Crevon LeBlanc, I've been very impressed with Crevon LeBlanc and what he's done so far. Staying with these quick receivers, even covering big tight ends. Just craziness. But these two guys been doing very well. So Crevon LeBlanc is going to get a lot of credit too. I understand our D-line is doing a lot of work right now, but let me tell you something. These guys are fighting. And for a guy that's been practice squad to practice squad, maybe start a few games on a team and back to practice squad, Crevon LeBlanc is taking as much as possible. He's taking as many reps as possible. He's taking advantage of what he has in front of him, and he's running with it. So I have to give this secondary credit for a depleted-ass secondary. We are making plays. We are doing what we have to do. And, of course, the D-line is helping out. This is what the D-line has to do, okay? I think this secondary is definitely depleted, but the pass rush definitely helps. But you got some fighters out there, and I don't give up on them too damn easily. For the way they played against the Rams, the way they played against the Redskins, and the way they played against the Texans. You just faced one of the two top teams in the NFC and did what you had to do. So these two guys, we don't really talk too much. It's always about Nick Foles. It's always about, what about this secondary? What about this secondary fighting for their fucking lives out there and taking what's theirs? And that's what it's all about. So I'm happy what they've been doing. Happy with this whole thing. But that's it, guys. I just want to kind of touch a little base on this with these two players I've been very, very impressed by. And that's really it, guys. So, like I said before, everything's on the line this week. Gotta do what we have to do. Say a prayer and be a Bears fan this week. Gonna have to. And a 49ers fan, too, which is kind of nuts. So, let's do this shit. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, fly.